Hello. Welcome back, everybody. So, as promised, like I said, I'm going to be drawing a little more content around our Astrocats characters. So, it's been a really long day today. I had like a lot of meetings and a lot of training. It happens. Like I said, I feel very blessed every day that I am at work. And I'm very fortunate. I know many people are not in the same boat as me, but it was a lot of training and a lot of stuff. So I'm a little tired. I'm also starting week 3 of my training, so that's pretty good. So as you guys know, this is the project that I've been working on. This is me and my friends put it together. Astrocats are the last video right there. So we're trying to make sure we're putting a lot more content up. It's just, there's 3 of us. We all have jobs, so we're doing the best we can. There's also a YouTube channel. You can find the link to this at the base of my Twitch page. So, as usual, the beats are provided by Swift Beats. Right here, Stream Beats, official playlist. This is pretty much stream free. So please give kudos and show love where there's love. Always give credit to the people that bust their ass creating all this wonderful content for the rest of us can use. So I always like to give kudos where kudos are due. So with that, today I'm actually going to do something a little different. I have been a really big avid user of Photoshop for most of my career. However, hold on one second. I got to test something out. There we go. Got to test the audio. However, as Adobe has kind of changed their setup and their layouts, and they've been hiding stuff, I've kind of gotten a little fed up because I'm more of an illustrator in Photoshop. And recently, I just feel like I'm constantly digging around. It's like I've been using it since like the 90s, literally like 1997. So a lot of the stuff stayed where they were until recently, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. So this right here, this is Clip Studio Pro. Let me make sure that I got the right one. Yep, Clip Studio Paint Pro. It is not the bougie license. It's like the $50 license. And I kind of want to start doing more of my sketches on it because it actually feels more like you're drawing with a pen, like a pencil. So it's got a pretty good range on it. I'm still learning some of the stuff on it. But like I said, mainly what I want to do today is just kind of do some more of my rough sketches for my character designs. So some of the principles are still the same, at least tool-wise, compared to like Photoshop. But there's obviously some stuff in here. And like I said, if you're learning and you have an iPad or a stylus pen, this might be a good option. So for me, again, I like to experiment when you use software. This is pretty good for comics. I've seen some of the stuff you can do in like the more expensive version of the software. So don't just kind of narrow yourself out to just one package. The reason why I started kind of playing with this is because I was helping a friend with an NFT project, and they required for you to use this. And I'm like, okay, $50, whatever. Worst comes to worst, I just say, is that you, Serafina? Yeah, I saw you back there. That's my other cat. You guys don't get to see very often. But I just kind of wanted to play with something different. Now, today, for the Astrocats series, I'm going to be designing something called the Wa-kree, W-A-Kree. These are aggressive lizard people who seek to make all habitable planets into a basking rock. So he meets them. So here's what the writer wrote for me. Hobbes does not care at all. Sorry, I cannot listen to music and read. It's just too much for my brain. Hobbes does not care at all. This is what it says right there. When he first meets them, and it's supposed to be at all, that's why. When they are rather disappointed, when they don't get to fight him. That's it until Captain Hobbes finds out that they have disrupted his supply of high-quality food catnip. Really. Whatever, because they turned their planet where that came from into a basking rock. Okay, not only... God, this needs to be rewritten. But anyway, so for most part, the idea that he had is we all mainly come from North Carolina. So there's these little lizards that you see in North Carolina. They used to be very predominant in Florida too. So these little green lizards, and when you see them, like their neck kind of flops out, and it's just like this little red thing. And when I was talking to him about this, it's like, well, I personally would like to go in the direction of the North Carolina skinks. They're actually really neat. I've taken several pictures of them. I could not find a recent picture. I'm going to have to find it for the next stream. But have you seen them? In person, they're like almost like this long. They're almost like a foot long. And then they're kind of like a little husky lizard. And then the ones that I've always seen tend to have like 4 stripes. And then the tail is like this iridescent blue. It starts like after the legs. It just turns to this really gorgeous iridescent blue. And then the other version is like a champagne color. And then the head tends to be kind of red. I haven't seen that one yet. But I have seen the blue one a lot, and they're really neat. I love them. I used to have them in my garden. I always left them alone, and if I found one that was trapped, I used to try to release them and just kind of let them go. So yeah, so you were seeing the skinks. Here, I have a couple reference pictures. Like I said, I cannot show any photos because unfortunately I do not own the copyright of this. I'll have to find the ones that I've taken. But the skinks tend to have... They kind of look like the front of kind of like a snake. They don't have a lot of shape to them, so they're very cylinder. Very, really simple shapes to these critters. They tend to have, they kind of look like little mini gators. And again, this is just like a quick sketch right here. But they tend to have like the front of like a snake. And then their claws are like crazy long. Like they're just really long in the back. And they're big. This one's obviously like a really quick sketch. And I'm just going to shrink this down a little bit. And then right around here is where you start seeing that blue color kicks in. Let me just go to... That's where the blue starts. And then if it's on the other way, that's where the red is over here. Okay. So with that in mind, this is just for me for references. I always like to kind of have some references in front of me. They also tend to have like these... They're like these really, really cool. And they kind of fade halfway through the tail. Like I said, I'll see if I can find you some of my photographs so no one's claiming that I stole their photo. All right. And they tend to go all the way to the front. So I probably need to find a way to simplify this. Yeah, but look it up. It's a skink. Okay, so that's just kind of like my constant sketch. So I'm going to go over here. Make sure that my finger is docked. Yes, it is. Okay. And I am going to add... I'm still learning the shortcut key, so bear with me. I don't think there's a shortcut key. Rename. Nope. Still rename. Nope, cannot rename. That's okay, though. Okay, so from here, I'm going to switch more to like a pencil. Okay, good. So I want to get something that's a little simpler. Don't really like that brush too much. And again, and not to worry about the pattern too much, because if this is going to be for animation, you don't want to go too crazy with the details. Maybe instead of doing a bunch, we only do like 2 lines. Or 2 little imply lines up here. Remember, the more detail you add, the more crazy it gets. And these are based off from skinks. They don't have to look exactly like skinks. It's a shortcut for this operations. Anyway, so that's one sketch. Yeah, don't like that brush too much. Nope. Alright, so let's try. It's because I'm in the brush tool. There we go. Okay, it's P. I need to go to the pen tool. Too much. Let's try the other one. There we go. What is this? Ah, it's another pen tool. Pencil. They got marker, pencil. So I like the fact of having like the simplify pause. I don't know why, I just do. Maybe these skinks got like 3 eyes because they're aliens. Okay, so I kind of like that right there. And maybe they have another one in the chest. Just to be weird. Or maybe it looks like their mouth comes out like right there. Like I kind of like that. That's actually kind of cute. Oh, hello. Hello. We're the skinks. Hello. Okay. So again, I'll continue to refine this as I go. And again, guys, my goal for today is 0 swearing. That is my goal for today. I need to get better about that. I really do. I really do. I don't know why. There's something wrong with me. Help me. And maybe their feet are a little tiny. Who knows? They kind of still like just little pointy feet. That's just me. Hello, how do you doing, neighbor? So he's got 3 eyes. And then blue tail. I like the blue tail. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, so just an idea. I guess, guys, the good part is about doing concepts. You know, constantly look for references. This is just me just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Do not be afraid of failure. Just put something on paper. In this case, a tablet. I need to save this. You go to Astrocats. Character sketches. Where's my aliens? There we go. Lizard. Okay, there we go. Alright. So this is my new layer. There's nothing in it. That's okay. Alright, how else can I do these lizards? Because they're pretty simple. Okay, maybe they're just a tube. Actually, maybe they're just like, they stand like an L. Okay, hold on. Yep. Oh, I need to see it. Can you imagine trying to walk like this? So they have a very finite look. Don't know why I like that. wrong with me? And just so they're space lizards. They have like the little space helmet. Like, it makes no sense. I don't know why I like it. I just really, it's just like I said, there's something wrong with me, guys. Bear with me. But they're aggressive lizards. Okay. Uh, so maybe they're like passively aggressive. Okay. Okay, so something to keep in mind. So, okay, now that I have these versions, let's go ahead and start refining these down a little bit. I do miss the shortcut keys, though. Let me see. Nope, no shortcut keys for that. Let's drop that down to 2. 2. Okay. Okay, scroll way to assign color, rule, layers, translate. Now, I'll eventually do a course on this. I said I just kind of got thrown into it, and it's okay, though. I kind of like being thrown into stuff sometimes. Okay. So let's go ahead to G pen, real pen. Nope, don't like that. There we go. Like that a little bit better. I still like the idea of 3 eyeballs. Don't know why. Alright, these things don't have a nose. Plus, it's less stuff to track. They don't really have teeth, but let's just go with it. I should, instead of that. It's kind of hard to get a solid line. There we go. And in these cases, they have like a onesie. So I'm just trying to simplify these claws. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes. Because sometimes if you simplify too much, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But you might lose like some of the characteristics. My English is so good. It's so English good. Yeah? I'm in the States for 30 years and I still can't English. It's terrible. Terrible. And again, if you guys ever get a chance to try it, this software actually has got some pretty good, some pretty cool textures. I did this one illustration that was really neat. It looked really good, but you know, it didn't go anywhere. Okay. It's going to be kind of implied right there. There we go. Alright, so that's one idea. Okay, so that's one dude. Yes, apply transformation. Turn that off. Okay, yep. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, so maybe this one, let's give him a, since they're supposed to be kind of aggressive and more sinister. And we're still kind of trying to figure out our demographic for this, guys. So let's go ahead and give him more like oblong-ish kind of eyes. Yes, yes, of course, of course. Ooh, I kind of like that. They have like no chins. And then maybe their tip is kind of more like a whip. So it's more like a dagger. Like, yeah, you can't outrun them, but if they hit you with their tail, you are pretty toast. Said just ideas. I'm not married to anything. Yeah. I don't know why. I like the little tiny legs. Don't know why. And even that I gotta be careful because I need to make sure the shapes carry through. This is pretty cylindrical. So it's mainly a cylinder. So my two shapes are mainly cylinder and then I have the spike. So I need to make sure. Got the little bendy legs. I keep hitting B because that's brush tool. I like that with the three little claws. So this is just me, just kind of putting stuff on the wall. Not to worry about my design because I gotta run it by my friends to see if they will like it. So yeah, still like having the little skink line. Said this might be a pain to track later down, but I kind of like it. Okay, so that's 2. Again, I'm not too worried about cleanup at this point. There we go, we're doing that. Oh. I might even thin that out a little bit more. Alright, cool. So that's design number 2. And then let's go to design number 3. It said I will learn these. Alright, let's see how to make these guys intimidating. That's going to be kind of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and... Give me your gun. I got a gun. Buzz, buzz. Yeah, I gotta have fun, okay, guys? Bear with me. Oh, what if these guys are like the mobsters? They're like... Okay, hold on. I gotta look mobsters, okay? Be like a warm planet, see? Yeah, mobsters. Oh, yeah, they're intimidating. Or they're like the Yakuza, they're just polite. They're polite bad guys. I don't know why I like the gangster / skink idea. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay, that'd be actually pretty funny. Mobsters graphic. Man, I get up really early, and it's like now it's like I feel like I need to go to bed like by like 8. Ooh, Peaky Blinders. I love that show. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch, okay, I kind of like that British. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna do this / Peaky Blinders. So instead of doing the space, let's go ahead and do, what is it, the 70-30 rule, where you go mainly with one theme and then you splash a little bit of another. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so remember Peaky Blinders? That show was phenomenal. You haven't seen that. It's definitely not for kids. Okay, so they had the little... the little hats. Okay, and then they have... And I know I need to simplify this, but just bear with me. And then they have like the crazy shoulder pads. Okay. Yeah, that was a good series. If you guys have not had a chance to watch it, it was really good. I need to go back and rewatch it. There is a scene that caught me completely off guard. It was very mature, and I'm like, whoa! What's the rating on this? Okay, okay. Okay, maybe I might do these a little bigger. I need to take a look at these. I have one. I should know what these things look like. I say if I need to do another pass on top of this, I don't care. I just really want to flesh out this idea. See if I can do it. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Oh, so I gotta make sure. Is the chat going? Yeah, there ain't nobody there. It's okay though. Okay, what would be considered something you find in a lizard's cage? Hold on. What can be used in a lizard's cage? Let's see, you got a stick. This is get set up. Okay, so you have a bowl. How do you set up a lizard's cage? Okay, reptile terrarium. What would be something you find in a terrarium? Okay, so you got like these. There's like some dry vegetation. Okay, so what if their guns are made out of like dried sticks? Oh no, he's got a stick. What? Oh, that looks terrible. No, let's go ahead. No, I don't like that. So I remember this is the point where you wanna BS. This is you BSing. Okay, what else do they got in there? It could be made out of a rock. Okay. Alright, so for right now I'm probably gonna do like a space Tommy gun kind of deal. I could use I have to ponder this a little bit more. What could I use for their guns? I need to look at some desert. Yeah, that's a little too short. Not a fan of that. And sure, this could be moved up, to be quite honest. I don't really need that base sketch anymore because I'm not even using it. I want that line of action. It's a little stiff right now, but that's okay though. Maybe their tails are their guns. Right here, there's like a little opening. So they pretty much just drop down and that's how they shoot. Just an idea. Okay, so that is one idea. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to let's try to push that design even further. Okay, so line of action. Always have the line of action. I'm gonna do 3/4. You're gonna exaggerate that pose. dude's got long tails. I still like the idea of him kind of holding like a Tommy gun kind of deal. I need to find a Tommy gun real quick for reference. Sure know what they look like, but I never held one in my hand. Okay. There we go. Because they're practically gangsters. They're going from planet to planet, destroying everything just so they can make it warm for their stuff. So they kind of bully everybody out. So being kind of a gangster kind of makes sense to me. Okay. Well, I don't want any problems, see? Like I said, I'm not going too crazy on these details. Yes, meow meow. What you doing, meow meow? Yes, who's my good girl? I'll get your food. I'm almost done. Get your food. So let's simplify that jacket. I kind of like the little spiky hands. It's got some good music going on. Come on. Need to work on my feet. Yeah, I know. I'm so overdue for some of my stuff. Okay. Okay, I dig it. And I'll make like a space version of this or something down the line. See, right now I just want to get the design out. So that's the lizard's hand. Not quite sure what this would shoot. Maybe rocks? Really nasty rocks. Maybe they're like paint guns, you know. Again, we're still kind of establishing our age group. I kind of want to go for like a tween to teen demographic because you kind of get away with more murder than with the kids show. There's so many kids shows out there already anyway. I'd rather do something fun. Okay, and then these guys don't wear no pants because you don't need no pants. See? Plus it's less stuff to animate. There we go. Kind of like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and clean that out once again. I do a lot of cleanups, guys, don't mind me. Okay, now this time we're gonna clean it up for reals. I do like the line weight of this. I know the line weight on my Cintiq is starting to die off, unfortunately. But I mean, I've had the Cintiq for for a hot minute. I remember getting this in my early 20s, and I'm 40 now. So yeah, I've gotten actually, yeah, it was my mid 20s. Yeah, so I cannot complain. If you buy quality and you take care of your stuff, it will always take care of you. It's one of those hard lessons that some people have a hard time learning. And I've always been very vigilant with my gear because I didn't come from a really affluent background. So I always made sure that my gear was always on point, it was taken care of, it was always clean. There we go. He technically has a third eye, but we can't see it yet, and he's got like a stripe back here. That may or may not stay a bit later. For right now, let's just imply it for right now. It's totally a kid's show, totally. Okay, he needs to stock. Like I said, my guns, Jesus. Sometimes they leave something to be desired, that's for sure. Oh man, terrible. That's okay, like I said, we're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Yeah, there's some kooky stuff going on there, but bear with me. Okay, so I kind of like that. Not too bad. Started with, nope, not you. This guy evolved to that. Then he went to this. And that's kind of better. I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and trash the stuff that we're not using. Keep your file size small, guys, if you can. I mean, you can always keep them. Try to reach the point in my life where I try to keep my files where they're manageable. I guess I could keep those. Those are the originals. That's my skink drawing. Okay, you definitely need to be resized. And these guys might be, like, if Hobbes is like 2 heads tall, these guys might be 2.5 heads tall, which might explain why Hobbes, you know, they seem intimidated. They're actually really big lizards. I ain't gonna lie to you. They are pretty freaking big. There we go. Let's just do that instead. I don't feel like moving too much stuff around. Oh, I could just move him around. Move you back down here. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he enjoys the view of his junk. Alright, so let's go and grab some colors here. Just create a new layer. I always like to grab... Okay, so skinks are kind of brownish color, but this is an imaginary world. I do like that blue tail, though. I do want to keep that. So possibly more like an orangey color. Blue and orange are complementary colors. There we go. So let's try that. So I like that for him. And then like I said, this is a good point. And then they have like this really neat blue tail. Like unless you see one in person, this makes like no sense. So maybe their eyes are blue, so that way it carries on. So you want to balance some of those colors. There you go. Okay, so let's take a look at a color wheel real quick. Take a look at a balance here. Blue and orange. What's in between them? Balance when you're starting to get a third color in there. That's where it gets kind of kooky. Yeah. Fine is because the character has both a warm and cool color palette. It gets a little harder to figure out the next one. I want that tail to stand out. That's how people know it's a skink. So I might have to go with... I don't want it to blend too much. Damn, I'm old. Gosh darn it, I'm old. Oh, I failed. I failed my mission. Oh well. Gosh darn it, peanut butter and jelly. There we go. Maybe a lower saturation version of that. Okay, so I kind of like that. Okay, let's do eyedropper, borrow that color. And again, this is just me throwing spaghetti at the wall. I am not that worried about it. The only thing that I want to keep consistent is that tail. I really like the tail. Or this one I can do backwards where the face is red. So that way we get both versions. Again, I'm not too worried about looks today. This reminds me of Pistol Whip. I really need to go back and play that game. Kind of like that. That looks kind of neat. And of course, for this one, I'm gonna borrow. So they had some blue, but it was a pretty muted blue. So this needs to be a little bit lighter so that way we can see it. Yeah, that's the thing about like darker tones. You kind of have to be careful Because if you go too dark, even though it kind of looks cool, if you go too dark, some of it can, like, the details can get lost unless that's what you're going for. I try to be kind of careful about that. Especially if I'm doing, like, graphic design work, it really gets lost real quick. In his case, I like that's kind of like a rim. Okay, and I'm gonna echo a little bit of this color right here. Okay, and I'm gonna borrow some of this blue from over here. And again, unless you've seen a skink, this makes no sense why suddenly he's got a blue tail. But have you ever seen them? That is their main trait. They have just a random blue tail out of nowhere. And then I'm going to erase that. And I'm going to borrow that blue. And not to worry about staying within the lines. And you always kind of want to pick up some of the color tones that you're using and add it throughout so that way it kind of balances out a little bit better. Man, this Tommy gun looks like caca, but I don't care. They should have gone a little lighter on that. Tommy? So I kind of like that. Like, I'm trying to stick to, like, just 3 varieties, just like 3 different versions. Let's see. This has got more. The one to the left's got more space to him. This is more of a creature, and I like kind of the gangster look to these lizard guys. I really do. Especially if they're just coming in, muscling people out of the territory. See, and then turn to like this hot oven. It kind of makes sense to me. I said, great show if you have not seen it. So I'm going to put notes right here. Oh. Note. Peaky blinders. Mobsters. They don't mess with you as long as you don't mess with them and you're not in their territory, see? And it's good to write notes all over the place, like legit. Shoots rocks. Okay. Let's see what I got going on here as well. Okay, so this is more of a monster. And then this is more like space lizard. Like I said, these designs are just kind of rough once they're done. You guys saw what I did with the little monster. I will kind of simplify them and then I'll just kind of clean them out. But I'm not gonna lie, I really dig the Peaky Blinders look, dude. I might not get picked. So, fun fact about being a designer, you've kind of learned never to get married to your design. Why? Because your client is going to pick the one design you don't like every freaking time. Every time. Every time. So, but I think with that, I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. That's pretty good. So, I really, like I said, I'm starting to switch away from Photoshop and I'm trying to use this Clip Studio Pro. Because Photoshop, this Clip Studio Pro has a lot of literally different brushes and medium. I did another one where it looked great, and it was awesome. Like I'm gonna see if I can get permission just to show the body. to see if I could just show just the texture, not the rest of the face. But I have to get permission because it's not my property. But for most part, this right here, this is just face one. Again, let me get the name of these little lizard dudes. Let me go over here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? These are the Wa-kree. Wa-kree! It's like Yahoo, but less cool. Actually, Yahoo was never cool. I still use it because it's kind of like my version of like, what is it, AOL. It's still valid. It's still valid. What key? Yeah, I see an AOL email these days. I'm like, what in the tar nation is that? Okay. All right, cool beans. So with that, this is pretty much done. And right now, the next phase, so this is phase one. Phase two is to run it by my team, see if they like it, see what they like, and then from there, I can go ahead and I can move forward. But with that, guys, I always appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me, and stay safe. It's only 7:45. I have to make sure that all my adulting is done for the day, like laundry and all that stuff. I'll see if I get a chance to play something else a bit later. But if otherwise, I'll just. I need to finish reading the Witcher book. I need to finish doing it. I need to finish it. I need to finish it. I need to finish it. But I really wanted to get this done today. Like I said, I'm trying to make it the habit to draw a little more and like play my video games. So I'm trying to. I said if I'm at the gym at 4, I'm at work between 7 and 8, and then I stop at 4. So that's where I gave it 120%. The afternoon is my time to have fun and wind down, and then work on my full passion, which is designing stuff. I really like doing design stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, my job's awesome, super awesome. I just don't get to do designing as much as I used to. That's the part of going into management, I guess. You tend to supervise more, give feedback more, but you're not building the stuff. It's the price you pay to be the boss, which I'm the boss of myself, which is great. I've been a business owner. It sounds cool. Cool part of being your own boss. No one can tell you what to do. The bad part of being your own boss, no one will tell you what to do, and you're like, what do I do? Ah! But anyway, guys, always appreciate. Oh, just went out of. Okay. Always appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'll keep putting these out. Please show our webpage some love. And like I said, we are putting stuff together. And I'm sorry it's taking us so long, but life happens. But anyway, guys, talk to you guys. You guys have a good night. All right, night night.